outage that lasted about 21 hours is just another example of the state of disrepair at Dosker Manor. We've previously exposed the alarming conditions of the public housing complex, including mold and bugs and rampant violence. Wave News reporter Noelle Friel heard from Louisville Metro Housing Authority officials as they work to try to move residents out of the complex.
The power went out at 4 yesterday afternoon and was finally restored around 12:30 today. The outage left over 170 people without power in Dosker Manor's Building C. It's because of the ongoing issues at the complex that LMHA Executive Director Elizabeth Strojan said today she submitted a formal application to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development to tear down the property.
Would you want to live in a place like this? I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to live in no place where it's got rats all around, mold all around, and, you know, maggots all around, and where people don't keep the apartment clean. I don't want to live like it.
Dosker Manor residents are looking to the future, now with the opportunity to be relocated with help from the city. A Thursday afternoon power outage that lasted nearly 21 hours is just the latest example of the building's deteriorating conditions.
I came downstairs to sit outside, and they said it would take 13 hours.
I come back home, the power was out, but I hooked up in the hallway, you know, to keep my stuff cold in the freezer.
LMHA Executive Director Elizabeth Strojan says these kinds of technical issues are a common occurrence at the complex.
Things like this happen too often at Dosker Manor. We're dealing with systems that are very old. So we're dealing with pipes that are old, we're dealing with electrical systems that are very old, we're dealing with elevators that are very old, and we continuously have to make these kinds of emergency repairs.
Antoinette Hickman, who lives in Dosker Manor's A building, says the elevator is down constantly, leaving residents who use wheelchairs trapped for hours at a time.
We have a lot of issues with the elevator going out all the time. That's just about almost every week or every other week.
The conditions of the buildings and repeated violence at Dosker Manor have led to LMHA's decision to tear down the complex. The more than 500 residents living at Dosker Manor will be relocated to some of LMHA's 36 properties around the city. Hickman says LMHA has already contacted her about the relocation process.
They're going to take me out to where I can check them out and pick which one where I want to be at.
We are not letting any grass grow under us in this process, but it's extremely unfortunate that this keeps happening here.
Tells us the process to relocate all of Dosker Manor's residents will take about a year to 18 months. Noelle Friel, Wave News.
Noelle, thank you.